Hi everybody, welcome, and tonight, yes, thank you for joining us. We'll get the balls and all rolling really quick. It's the last show, we got tons to get through. First of all, I want to apologize to those of you who we couldn't get to your stories, but you know, who knows what will happen. Now we're here at the Bali Relief concert, which is being held tonight, and there's quite a crowd here, even though the weather isn't that great, but still, it is Perth. We're just starting to get summer. I'm going to have a chat right here to David. How you going? Speaking of weather, David Weatherly. How you going, Dave?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, good.
Tell us a bit about what today's all about.
Well, it's just about, to me, it was about when I started doing it, which is only 6 weeks ago. It was about trying to get people together and move on for me. It was more for me. It was more about, I don't know, I just had a passion for it all, and I thought, you know, I'm actually English. I have an English heritage. And
We're all Australians from somewhere else originally.
Yeah, but I love this country, you know, I really love it. So, yeah, it is. It's unbelievable. It's special. And I think just getting people out tonight, you know, a thing like this, and it's free. Sponsors.
And also, too, a lot of people, I'm sure once you hear the lineup that's on tonight's show, you're going to say, why didn't I know about it? I wish I know, but they're looking at doing it again next year. Tell us, right now we got one of the fellas from the old group, 1927. Tell us about some of the others that are going to be here tonight.
Oh, I got my friends Ganga Jang, of course, as you know. Angry's been great with people like John Brewster and Rick Brewster from the Angels. Who we got? We got.
Actually, we have the Angels as well, don't we?
Well, the original band. We got the band. Doc Neeson wouldn't come.
Well, they all do.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't come, but I don't know what really.
He couldn't make it. I'm sure he would have if he could have.
One day we'll get him back. But you know, it's just. Greg Arnold from Things of Stone and Wood. Happy birthday, Helen. We've got. I mean, it's just such a mixture, isn't it?
And now this has only been.
We got Eric's on now.
And Eric's on. Eric from 1927. We had someone up there earlier doing the didgeridoo.
Yeah, that was Richard Wally. I don't know if you know much about Richard.
Tell us about Richard.
Well, he's actually the guy that did the didgeridoo playing for the Centenary Federation in Westminster Cathedral.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's an unbelievable guy. You know.
Okay. Cool.
It leads. Yeah. Amazing.
I can see him standing over there. He had much longer, curlier hair. Today is really all about the Bali Relief. What's the main aim?
Well, to raise money for the Red Cross, you know. That's what it's all about. The families, it's not just the Australians, the families in Bali. There's a lot more figures that probably the Australian population haven't heard about regarding... I can't drop that, mate.
No, don't drop the flag, mate. And by the way, there was a bit of a controversy about that, and I don't think that anyone should ever be allowed to burn this flag. No. Just to put some people right who were on Sweet and Sour talking about it the other night.
This one's actually at half-mast still. Have you noticed?
Yes.
So we're still a bit sad.
We're all very sad. Sad, shocked, and in horror, as we should be, and aware. That's the other part.
That's it.
Today we've got quite a crowd here. We got some fantastic Australian artists on the stage, and people outside are saying, "Well, I wish I could have been there, but I also wouldn't mind donating." Now, how can they do that?
Well, I think they just need to ring the Red Cross National Appeal number, which unfortunately I don't know what it is. You know,
just looking on your shirt.
But it's all in different languages. You know, lingo.
It's called Red Cross anyway. Ring them.
You know, well, I think we all know who the Red Cross are. So just ring the Red Cross, jam their phone lines.
And there's some people you'd like to thank. I see we got St. John Ambulance here. We got Red Cross tent over there. We got people helping out with your security.
I can run around the venue. We've got all the VIPs who have obviously been important. We've got all catering that's just been totally supported by Total Corp. Coates Hire have been amazing what we've done. City of Perth have actually managed to get this all approved in 3 weeks.
They even turn the electricity on for you and all.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? We just hope that light lights up tonight.
And of course Red Cross, as we said, and we got everyone here. And your security running around?
Virgin Blue, like flying everybody.
Let's tell them about Virgin Blue, because they actually stepped up to the plate when something needed to be done.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, Virgin Blue, I mean, I guess people may think of the Virgin part of that one, but when you think of the blue,
you go blue when you think of it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's an Australian saying, you know. You got a blue.
Yeah. Have a blue with the Virgins. Hey, we even see an old Balls and All guy walking through. It's James. He's going to be doing some guest stuff for us for our last Balls and All show. Thanks a lot for chatting with us, David.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the time, and next year, look out.
We'll try and let you know about that. All the best to you, Dave. Now, oh, by the way, is there a phone number? Someone wants to find out about it next year and see if they can help out? Phone number?
If they want to help out, I think all they need to do is ring, not my mobile, but email Flightline Travel. It's actually a company that's been amazing for this, amazing. I walked in there and I said I should be doing something, and they actually said, well, we'll give you a hand, we'll try and get the air tickets. And I said, if you get the air tickets, I'll run with it.
And you got all these fantastic artists from all over Australia?
Oh, unbelievable. Well, like I said before, gang and jang and my mates, so I just rang them up and said we need a bit of help, and they gave me a couple of other phone numbers. Everybody dropped thing, they cancelled gigs, and they're here.
That's Australian, mate. That's what it's all about. All the best to you, Dave. All right, well, we're going to get the Balls and All rolling. Don't forget, this is the big concert. It's all happening here. I bet you wish you were here, especially when you hear that lineup. Now, another group I really like is the Jets, and they couldn't make it, but we got a story to kind of go along with that anyway, so let's have a look at that.
Howdy everyone, I'm the Action Man, and I'm talking with Peter Bryan. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. Yeah, great.
Now, what can you tell us about the events that are happening on today?
Right, well, we've got a model aircraft, Wings Over Whiteman, here today, and they're flying everything from control line, which we've just seen, through to model jets. So you've got a full range of aero modelling in Western Australia, supported by the clubs here at Whiteman. This is the State Centre for Aero Modelling, and we've got a great crowd turned up today, which is excellent, and we're all having a great deal of fun.
So what's your role here today?
I'm actually the president of WAMAS, which is the body here that oversees the clubs here. There's actually 6 clubs on the site here. There's the Jet Model Society, there's a helicopter club, there's a couple of other sports clubs like Boomerang Sports Aircraft Association, which I'm a member of, and there's the Thunderbirds and a few other clubs here. So I coordinate the development and everything out here, and as you can see, we've got a wonderful runway system which we've developed, and a full miniature airfield really.
Now, if someone comes down here, what sort of things can they expect?
Well, they can expect to see everything from trainer aircraft. The idea of the trainer aircraft, high wing trainers, is to give people the opportunity to fly. We have a body box system for training, so if young people want to learn to fly, they can go on the buddy box system and learn to fly an aircraft without actually crashing it and it returning to back into splinters, which it probably came from originally.
Now, what sort of aircraft here draw the most crowds? Would it be the jets or the choppers, or...?
I think the jets definitely have an attraction because they go fast. I mean, you're talking 300 to 400 kilometres per hour, which is moving along, and you have the sound of jet engines. It's similar to the real thing. They're really a miniature jet aircraft, so that's very exciting to watch. And then you've got the warbirds. I think people enjoy those sorts of things. Kids also enjoy, like we're having at the moment, we're having what they call a lolly drop, where we've got an aircraft with lollies in it, and he's going to go up to a certain height and drop lollies out of the aircraft, and the kids go and collect, so they're all just getting all pretty excited at the moment.
Now, if someone wanted to get involved, is there a number they could call?
Yeah, they can call me at 9306 4847. That's my work number. They can also go to our website, which is www.wamasc.org.au, WAMASC, WAMASC.org.au, and from there they can get an idea of some of the clubs and some of the facilities out here, and also the costs, of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to us, and let's see where we end up.
Make our events a success. This round probably supplies a lot of it. Model aircraft services and all right.
Thank you very much to Action Man, and I might look weird because you haven't seen me in the last 2 months, but I'm back. I'm only back because I'm told that tonight, special one for you, is the last Balls and All ever, maybe, who knows, we'll soon see. And now I'm speaking with Take Two Greg. How you doing?
I'm going
better that time, isn't it?
That's right, nothing like my name.
Sorry about that, buddy.
That's right, I usually get Craig and Glenn instead of Greg, you know. But that was fantastic.
It's all good. Some people might not recognise you underneath them sunnies, but how will everyone out there know you?
Well, most people would know me as the singer from Things of Stone and Wood, and for our song Happy Birthday Helen, I guess.
Which I heard they did a great impersonation on the Late Show, the old Late Show.
They did. I always reckon the song we get most requested is Happy Birthday Helen. The song we second get requested would be, second most would be No More Melbourne Cliches. So that's good. We didn't have to learn the music again, you know.
That's
had to learn some different lyrics.
And you live in Sydney now. What brings you here to Perth? I mean, obviously you're here for the cause. Did you help organise it, or what was your role here?
You know, Dave, who was putting it together, he just called, and it was a really good thing to do. We felt strongly about it, so here we are, just for today, just for this, which is it's a good thing to do.
Awesome. And you guys, you working on any new stuff on yourself?
Oh yeah, well we've just had an album come out earlier this year, so that's got a lot of new stuff on it, and a new.
Give it a plug.
It's called So Far.
So Far.
That's right, 1992 to 2002.
Oh, good. Yeah, and you're just going to keep rolling? You ever think like getting on tour again or doing anything like that? Or?
Oh, yeah, we sort of always tour around a bit. We're not as much as we used to. We sort of went a bit mad touring for a while there, so
had enough?
sort of simmered down a bit.
Yeah. And are you out here today or anything, or?
Sorry,
are you going to keep on rocking on tonight?
We'll be getting up here later on, yeah. There's a couple of us, couple from the band doing our thing.
And what kind of songs might we hear later on?
Well, you know,
Melbourne cliches,
a couple of the old Things of Stone and Wood chestnuts. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pleasure talking to you. Nice meeting you. Thanks for that.
No worries.
And now we're going to a break, I was just told. Welcome back from the break, everybody. And now I'm speaking with Father Brian. How are you, Father?
I'm good, Ronnie. How are you yourself? Good?
Really good. Glad to be here.
I made the club. I finally...
You're one of us now.
I made the club. I'm one of the club.
Tell us a bit about some of the stuff that went into tonight.
Well, it was an idea that Ryan had, and he called a few people together, and he brought a few old mates. Before we knew it, we had this incredible response. I'm talking about businesses, the Red Cross, Rotary, everybody came to it. And, you know, again, it's come at a time when we want to really move on. We want to move on, and that's what we're going to do. It's meant to uplift us and make us move on.
Yeah. I mean, it was totally tragic what happened, but this is just great what everyone's doing here to raise money, and you know, it's all really great.
Yeah, it's just fantastic because I don't think any of us could comprehend what we've all been going through. You know, I've been around the world in all sorts of disasters, but a terror thing like this is a total trauma for the entire Australian nation. And in our own little pockets, like here, the people are still in hospital, Kingsley, all those, we're trying to rebuild, take that trauma away. And this would be one way of doing it. Yeah.
When you think about it, it's shocking. Everyone knows that young people playing footy, whatever, everyone's over there, they always go there partying. And then just to hear that, I mean, I'm young, I travel, I do all that, it scares you, and then you got to think, well, what do I got to do? You got to keep going on with life, don't you?
I'll give you an example of what happened. Last night, the last boy was sent home, that makes the 7. His funeral is in Melbourne, and Virgin Airlines flew 41 over and back. The team, the boys, everything, just as a gesture to lift us all up. It was fantastic. Yeah, it was really good.
A lot of heart in the community, isn't there?
There's nowhere in the world that we are beaten by care and need it is, and it's just really good. But I can't wait to wear this in church next week. I think that's the way to go, isn't it?
For sure, mate, for sure.
I don't know if to cover the top up, but anyway, I'll try it. I need some new gear for church.
Hang on, there's another one in. Is this your twin brother, father?
This is the 8th month, and this is the 9th month, all right?
And I'm only 6XL.
One other thing, I heard you jumped out of a plane recently, father.
I did all the ads for this thing, and they had me jump from a plane in my big old suit, and I landed here on my backside. I knocked the camera over, and all these children ran and picked me up, and I advertised a concert. I asked all that mob out there, did they see it? They put their hand up here, we saw the ad. I said, did you believe it? They said, no!
So what did they go?
So my credibility's gone down. Everybody thinks I'm a real biggles, real flyer. But it was such a funny experience.
Would have been hilarious. Now, if anyone out there is watching the show who didn't get to come here tonight and want to donate or help out, is there a phone number or something they can call?
The Red Cross 1800 number. Yeah. And we're raising as much money as we can. Yeah. Red Cross, I think, have already raised 15 million, and they're already, from day one, been distributing to those in need. Red Cross is the go.
Yeah. Thank you very much for talking to us. It's good to see you again, Father.
Okay, I'll see you in church with balls and all.
Balls and all. Now we're going to go to a story. Moose was down in Gracetown recently, so check this out.
Hi everyone, I'm here having a chat with Steve Mason. Hi Steve, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Tell us a little bit about your role here.
Okay, my background is I'm the manager of the Wheatbelt region for the Department of Sport and Recreation. So this is part of the area that I cover. I actually go as far east as Lake King, which is in the Shire of Lake Grace. Reason for coming out today with the athletes and the personalities was probably because mostly of the drought relief. This is one of the worst affected areas. We've worked closely with the Department of Agriculture and asked them to identify some areas. They said Lake Grace was one. Lake Grace has a proud sporting tradition, and we thought, well, when times are tough, especially in country towns, sport is what they turn to. So we were lucky enough to get 4 big personalities in sport from different sports, and that's why we're here.
Fantastic. Well, let's hope that it keeps going. Now, if there's some sports out there, say, look, I understand the problem that's going on. I actually believe there's, I know a while back there was actually funding to help sports teams if you want to come and put an exhibition game in the country. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on it, but I know it used to be. But if they'd like to find out more about the areas you cover and if they can get involved and help, is there a number they can ring?
Yeah, look, probably they can call us in Northam. It's 96220150. Or probably the best person to talk to is Alastair Edwards, who is one of our personalities here today, a retired Perth Glory star. Alastair actually looks after the Country Sport Enrichment Scheme, and that was put in place by the previous government and has been supported by the current government and this minister to bring sporting athletes out to the country, especially to areas where they don't get to see them every day like they have today.
Fantastic, and there are some great ovals here. There's a great swimming pool. As you said, a little oasis out in the middle of the desert, more or less. And it's sad that it is becoming a bit of a desert, but let's hope it all gets cleared up. Thanks for chatting with us, Steve.
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
All right, I'm here with the 4 athletes that gone to all the trouble to come all the way here to Lake Grace, and they're still looking very refreshed here late in the evening. And I'm having a chat with Andrew. How you going, mate?
I'm going well, mate. Yourself?
Good. How do you feel everything's gone so far today?
I've had a ripper day, actually, and really enjoyed myself. I think any time you can get out of the office and do bombies and play cricket and soccer and basketball and what else do we do? Drive a header. Yeah. Be sitting in the office, mate. No.
And you're about to do a bit of balls as well.
I'm about to give that crackerjack bloke a run for his money.
And what would you say so far has been the highlight of the day?
No doubt, getting Clover and throwing her in the pool and see her in a wet T-shirt. Absolute highlight.
A white one at that as well.
Yes. Disappointing that the bra wasn't more see-through, but at the end of the day, you've got to be happy with what you get.
Yeah, that's right. Now, what was the low light of your day?
Well, I've been chucked in the pool by Andrew, obviously, and having a white T-shirt on. No, I've had a pretty good time today. It's been great. Yeah.
Now, Clover, you've been here and got involved with everything. We'll go back to the serious side. What would have been the highlight of your day here?
Well, I guess the reason we came out here was to talk to the kids of a drought-affected community and the people. And we've had a ball here tonight at the Lawn Bowls Club, which has been fantastic. So the highlight, I suppose, is just chatting to people and having them be excited about having us out here, and about Alistair going overseas and my gold medals, and Andrew's great career, and Wayne as well. So that's been really fun. That's a highlight.
I was about to ask, did you get your medals back? Because you mentioned once they almost walked away.
Yeah, I think I got them back. They were sort of disappearing down the side at the school, but yeah, we managed to track them down.
Fantastic. Wayne, how about you? You're here. We started really early this morning. It's getting in the evening a bit. How you coping?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, a couple more of these, I'll be even better, I think. But no, it's been a really good day. I mean, the questions people have asked, hopefully we've brought something down here. We've learned a lot from what we've seen, and we've realised what hardship people have undertaking. But it's a fantastic community. They're very strong in the way they're helping each other, and it's a real great experience. Yeah, no, it's good, and we just love coming down. I think people, as Andrew said earlier, that a lot of times people don't ask for us to come, and we'd love to be able to help out where we can, and I think hopefully we've done something, to make it a little bit easier for them.
For sure. And of course, you got a lot of questions asked about cricket, and someone was the students got into you a little bit, didn't they?
Oh, they got into me. Yeah. Now I'm over in England, and that they gave me a bit of a hard time, but yeah, that was good, and it was good to see the way the kids were at the pool, how much they enjoyed themselves. They had a really good time. Just associating playing basketball with Andrew, which they would never have gotten. Watching Clover get out of the pool, there was a lot of young fellows that I think could have learned a hell of a lot today. And
watching Clover get out of the pool.
Yeah, very much so, and it was. I think I did too. So yeah, it was great.
Well, how you going, mate?
Going very, very well. A thoroughly enjoyable day, and I concur with the pool episode. That was fantastic. The highlight.
Now, you're like Andrew. You've only just kind of gone into retirement, and now this is something that you guys. I know you've been doing it for a while. Have you been kind of gone out and seeing different communities? Or is this the first?
Oh no, we've been out quite a bit with the Country Sport Enrichment Scheme. We've been up to Karratha and Newman and Kalgoorlie and the likes. But the best part of this is now that we've finished the soccer career, we can have a few sherbets after the event, and not worry about having too many. And first time I've met Wayne and Clover, and they're fantastic people, have fantastic careers. I've had a lot to do with Andrew down through the years, from the Institute of Sport days and that. So it's just really good to actually get out into the communities, and it's thoroughly enjoyable.
Okay, so I suppose the best thing we can ask you is some people you'd like to say thanks to. Western QBE, Seacom, let's just give it their plug. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Western QBE, Channel 30, balls and all.
Actually, on Thursday, you can see this guy on Channel 31 on the locker room.
Yes, 7:30 on Thursday, and also we really would like to say appreciation to the Department of Sport and Recreation. It's with the Minister for Sport, Alan Carpenter. He's obviously very proactive in doing things for the regional communities, and this is just one of the initiatives that he's really behind.
Thanks, Alistair. Okay, now Wayne, anyone? That's probably you'd like to say hello to is anybody you'd like to say thanks to?
Oh, and obviously the Ministry in Sport and Rec and Swan Brewery for providing a few ales for us tonight. But no, I just appreciate and thank these guys for coming down as well. It's just been a great day.
Good camaraderie.
Oh, and the additional thank you, I guess, would be to the community of Lake Grace. They've embraced us. We've had a ball with them, and it's been fabulous.
Have you actually done this before, Clover? Gone out to different communities like this?
I haven't in this capacity. I mean, I've been to rural and regional areas, both in WA and Queensland, but not through this particular program, and not for a while. So it was nice to get out and back visiting people in the country again. It was good.
Now, I know we've bumped into each other a few times at different venues and schools and that. Some people you'd like to say thanks to as well?
Well, I think these guys have said it all, but particularly the bloke that put together those steaks, they were sensational.
They were good, actually.
What about the bank and all that? You want to say hi to them?
Yeah, put my money in your account, will you?
Yes, Yeah, thanks to everyone at Lake Grace, and you're bound to go for glory when you talk to this guy here. How you going, mate?
Good. I've just come from there, actually.
Have you?
In fact, they kind of assure me that half the crowd's on their way down here. Yeah.
It's a little bit quiet, but it's a pretty nippy night, as we say.
Yeah, well, it's fresh. Yeah, I'm from Melbourne, mate. That's where they invented coal.
It's the summer, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
Except there's nothing wet falling from the sky yet.
Mate, if I wasn't performing, I'd be in shorts.
That's right. Angry Anderson, everyone, of course, from the great Rose Tattoo. And here he is. Now, Angry's a bit of a legend. I'm sure you all agree with us. We're happy to have him here on Balls and All. Tell us a bit about what's happening here, Angry.
Well, the thing about it, the way I look at it is, on a serious note, I mean, the great thing about it is it's free and it's music, which is with two things I think are synonymous. But the expression is music is a freedom. It frees the soul, and it comes from freeing the soul. And if you extend that, then you can extend that to what we're trying to do here today, which is start the process of healing. That the Bali bombings hurt people, damaged people. Of course, they took lives, but the damage that was done is done to the living, the people who survived, and they need healing. We all need healing because we all feel it personally. So it's kind of if you're involved in the process of, in other words, if you're part of the solution, you're not part of the problem. And part of the healing, and that's what it needs to be done. So it's got to start somewhere. What better place than Perth? The reason I came over here is, I feel like one of Perth's, wayward sons, if you like. But I'm
sure we'd love to have you anyway, mate. Especially things like where you come from Melbourne.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed. Live in Sydney, came from Melbourne. Can't change that.
And we just spoke to Greg from Things with Stone and Wood, and he went from Melbourne to Sydney.
Yeah. Actually, it's great to see that band back again, because I've got their first, I don't know if it's their only album, but I got their first album, and I didn't know that they were actually playing again. But we came over to be part of the magic, and that's the real word for it, the magic of the situation. It doesn't matter about numbers, it matters about where it starts, and it can grow from here, and people will benefit from our experience here today.
And we've seen talking about something that grows small from nothing on those great shows you were doing with Ray Martin, I believe, where you run around doing that. You guys doing any more of those?
No, I was told in a very unceremonious way.
Someone's bowing to you here.
Yeah, he's under the influence of drugs. I was told in a very unceremonious way, or a way that I just don't relate to.
Yeah.
But television is not about actually doing those sort of things. It's about making money for sponsors, etc. And the reason that they did that was because it was expedient. We achieved a lot of good while we did it. Hopefully, I'd like to see the day where I can go back and do that sort of thing, or someone else could do the same sort of thing again, because the power of television is awesome.
And you guys did such a great job. And of course, I'm referring to a while back when Angry got together. He'd go somewhere where there's a need in the community, get together, and this guy would make the phone calls almost continuously on that bloody mobile phone, I see.
Yeah, well, the great thing about it was that we used to do things in like 3 or 4 days or a week. That was the time frame that we used on camera, but it was usually 6 to 8 weeks in the planning. So I got very, very, very au fait, which is a Latin word for close to, with telephones and with the whole business of actually selling a great idea to people. The thing that I found out that was really, really fundamental, which lives and is true about all of us, is that we are all waiting for direction. We're all waiting for the right idea or a good idea to be mentioned to us, and then we'll respond. 99%, 99.999% of all people born are graciously decent human beings, and all you've got to do is give them an idea and they'll follow it. Exactly like what we're doing here today.
I've actually got you a new girlfriend here. Here she is. Just come in to say good day to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
And I thought they were for me. Hey, what's happening here? Actually,
we're his fans, #1 fans.
Yeah. Well, you are now.
And these are just a couple of the Perth girls.
I could actually settle here right now.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, we're talking about healing. Give us some words out there about healing, if you can.
Well, we're all here to. There's part of a divine plan, basically. I mean, without getting really, really serious, because we don't have the time to go into the intricacies of it all. But we're all part of a divine inspiration, and we are all meant to contribute to one another's lives. And we do that.
Bound for glory.
And we do that by living our life the best way that we possibly can, and that way we contribute to everybody else.
And what a great legend he is, ladies and gentlemen. Angry Anderson, all the best to you, man. Oh, not everyone talks this with a car. All right, well, hello, darling. How are you?
Hi, Moose. How you going?
Good. Well, I see you both happy now. I'll leave you two to it. All the best.
Just want to discuss the names of the children, that's all.
Moose is a very good night. All right, well, we're going to wander around and see where we catch up. This is what it's all about. There's a crowd here. It's going to happen again next year. Try and get down. We'll see where we end up from here. Yeah, well, here I am having a chat with John, and of course, John's with the Angels. How you going, John?
I'm good, Moose. How are you?
Good, good. One of my favorite bands of all time.
Oh,
and you guys, where you guys actually hail from? I always thought it was down near Alice Springs or somewhere.
No, we originally hail from Adelaide.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's close. Yeah.
We all grew up out in Adelaide, and we're here with Ganga Janga playing here tonight, and the rhythm section from Ganga Jang, Chris Bailey and Buzz Bidstrup used to play with us in the Angels.
Now, John, tell us a bit about that song that came out about dogs barking and all. How did you get that song come out?
Which song?
About the dogs are barking, or the dogs
are talking. Well, I'm the wrong person to ask about that, because I wasn't in the band when that was recorded. I had a 7-year holiday from the Angels, from 86 to 93. So I've been with the Angels since 93, and I started the Angels, me and my brother and Doc, in 74.
Yeah. A lot of great musicians come from Adelaide too. Of course, not too long ago we spoke to Glenn Shorrock. He's an old Adelaide boy, and just so much comes from Adelaide. What do you think the reason is?
Well, actually, I used to go and see Glenn Shorrock in an old hall called the Caledonian Hall on Friday nights with the Twilights back in the 60s. I mean, Adelaide in the 60s was an absolutely jumping city. I mean, there was clubs everywhere with great rock bands playing everywhere. That's the environment we grew up in, you know. And of course, there was the English migrant population out at Elizabeth, which was the satellite city of Adelaide, and you know, we just got exposed to music that came over, you know, from England, and people bring all the latest singles over, and you know, that's where Doc lived, and Jimmy Barnes, Swanee, Glenn Shorrock came from that area, and you know, we were, you know, me and my brother Rick, we sort of grew up in a classical musical family, you know. So, but you know, Adelaide.
A bit of a difference there, getting into the rock and roll.
Yeah, well, you know, I was the black sheep of the family. My brother was playing Beethoven, and I was playing Dylan, you know. Yeah, Adelaide was a very exciting city, believe it or not, in the 60s. You know, there was just this great music thing going.
70s and 70s.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I still love the place, you know, but it's.
I think Glenn Wheatley's also from Adelaide as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think Jim Keys, you know, from the Masters Apprentices, and but you know, it was a good time, you know, and so everyone wanted to play music.
Now, with the Angels, of course, and you're running around with Ganga Jang as well. You guys are doing all kinds of things at the moment.
My brother and I are doing our own thing. We call ourselves the Brewster Brothers, strangely enough.
I think they're calling for you. I can hear them yelling.
Oh. So I probably should go and get my guitar on. I'm going to have to wrap it up.
All right, John, all the best to you. All the best to you. Well, it's all happening. Thanks, John. It's all happening here. They're calling for Angry Anderson, the Angels, everything. We're going to be back with more. At the moment, we're showing you a bit of behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on in the concert, and it's just a great crowd. All right, we're going to be back with more after this break.
Well, it's Triple J, baby, coming at you. I got James. How you doing, James?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you today?
And Jason, of course.
Yes, again. Yep, how you going?
How's it going, boys? Now, these fellas here are regular fans of the show.
Yeah.
What show?
Angry Anderson.
Balls and all. This man knows the deal.
Yeah, balls and all.
Balls and all,
yeah.
And how are you enjoying tonight? It's a great cause, isn't it?
How are you? Come here, my man. Come here.
Big fella.
I'm a big fan of this bloke here.
My name is Brad Pitt, and I was just singing.
Yeah, that's enough of that. So, how you going, James? You having a good night here?
Yeah, it's excellent
These
night.
guys are talking a heap of,
Nah, good music here, you know.
Yeah, good cause too, isn't it?
Good cause for Bali and all that.
It's sad what happened.
I like to help out, but do my part.
That's for sure, mate. And how are you enjoying the night?
Oh, well, Angry Anderson, good bloke, eh? Good bloke.
Heck yeah. Top bloke. You actually got something to show me, don't you?
Yep.
I don't see that again, but I mean, that thing's all right.
There. Angry Anderson, rock on. Yeah, That's it.
rock on.
For the Bali people, yeah.
Go.
Kingley Football Club, there you go. Well done.
He's a hell of a nice bloke as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Top bloke.
Awesome. Nice meeting you guys anyway.
Brother.
Thanks a
Take
lot,
it
man. Have a good night, eh? Thanks
Take
a lot.
it easy. Well, you'll soon see me or anyone else or whoever you might know walking around the streets of Perth. You'll see me soon.
Yeah, thanks very much for that story. And I'm having a chat here with some other people who say that they really love this show because they like me. I'm Bart, and we've got Homer over there. How you going? What's your name?
Elmo.
Elmo? Where are you from, Elmo?
Gosners.
Gozzy boys and Gozzy.
Right, Gozzy boys.
I'm Jen. I'm from Aniki. We played.
That was fantastic too. Queensland girl, right?
It's really cold down here.
It is, and this is the beginning of summer. And what do you mean down here?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Actually, if you look at Perth and you look at Brisbane, are you from Brisbane?
Yep.
It's almost straight across.
I know. They're very similar, but not in weather.
I don't know what it is. Now, you got a new CD coming out as well?
It's out now.
Okay, tell them all about it.
It's called Words in Place of Objects. It's in stores. You can get it. No, I gave away the last free one, sorry.
And they rock. Let me tell you, they really rock. Well done, Anik.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're rocking. Your name?
Scott.
And where are you from?
Gosnells.
A Gosnells boy as well.
That's right.
Fantastic. And don't forget, get that CD from Aniki.
Words in Place of Objects.
All right, let's go and have a look at a story really quick. Oh, they got the backside as well.
I'm talking with Helen Reid, and she's from Applecross Senior High School. Now, what's your role here today?
I'm a coordinating advisor of a school group that's set up a small business in the school. Well, it's not really small. What it is, it's a public company, and we've set that business up with an initial share capital of about $540, and we've sold $2 shares just to teach kids entrepreneurial skills.
Now, how long have you been involved with this event?
Approximately 20 years. I started off out at Linwood Senior High School when the program was in its infancy, and worked along with the Rotary Club of Cannington. They came into the school and would support the small group I had out there, and we produced things like detergent and bottled it and sold it off. But at that point in time it was really in its infancy, and we didn't have things like tonight. We didn't have Company of the Year, Business Person of the Year. We didn't write really detailed business plans and annual reports, but in this day and age you've really got to put a lot into the planning. If you don't do that, your company doesn't go anywhere, and an annual report of course is not warranted.
Now, 20 years ago, what first got this up and running, as in what first spawned the idea?
It was introduced for the kids who weren't all that academically inclined. It was students who are working in vocational education, but of course that's today's turned around. We now have some of the top lit kids, top science and maths kids in schools working in the Young Achievement Program, which is basically an extracurricular activity which is carried on after school hours.
Now, what sort of things can the students get out of participating in such a thing like this?
Well, if you're familiar with Education Today, we're developing what we call a curriculum framework, and that's based around 13 overarching outcome statements, which students are meant to be working towards achieving at a variety of levels. I don't think there's anything else in schools these days that will give the kids the opportunity to actually achieve all of those outcomes, all of those 13 overarching outcomes.
Now, how many schools are actually involved in this?
45, I believe, this year. Secondary schools and a handful of TAFE colleges, secondary colleges and tertiary institutions, unis.
Now, what sort of products were produced and sold this year?
Well, this year at Applecross Senior High School, we produced a coffee table, which is tiled on the top with a jarrah frame, or in fact we customised them so that people could choose their colour of tiles, their wood and legs, etc. So that was our product, but I can see before me now some bath bombs and stubby holders. I can see a cookbook, a door stopper, photo frames. So there's a whole range of things which students have produced.
Now, what sort of things can this lead to for some of the students?
Wow. It certainly leads to a far better understanding of how business operates, and in fact some of them go off and set up their own businesses. My managing director this year of Genuine, our company, has actually written her own business plan ready for when she develops her interior decorating small business. So, and of course what they're doing is they're developing life skills. Going off to university, they've got far better time management skills, human resource management skills, etc. Team building is really important here. They learn to work together and play flexible roles in the team situation.
Now, in regards to the companies themselves, there have been quite a few sponsors by quite large companies in the industry. How is that sort of organised? Do the kids do that? Or?
No, the state manager of the program organises, in the main, organises the sponsors. They're financial sponsors, and they put in $3,000 a company or thereabouts to actually provide kits. And in the kit you've got your share certificates and your business manual, which sets out the program for the 12 months. So that is in the main done centrally. She negotiates with the government for the Department of Community Development, Youth and Children's Affairs, and people like IBM and JCOR. And then we actually go off and find our own mentors. At Applecross we've brought in Michael Dillon from Pharmacy 777 to do some marketing with our kids. We've got Alcoa on side, they come down and help us out. We've actually got a managing director from 2 years ago who's now studying at Curtin University come back and do some guidance, some mentoring with the students this year as well.
Now, before I go, if a student or a teacher sort of likes what they see, is there a number they can call, as in for next year?
There certainly is. Young Achievement Australia, the West Australian organisation, is based at IBM. And if people were to ring IBM in West Perth, and I can't give you a number for that, I'm sorry, but if they do ring IBM, they'll be put through to Miss Sue Footner, who will welcome them on board in the program. Such a worthwhile program.
Well, thanks for talking to us, and I hope we can catch up a little later. So let's see where we end up.
Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying the final Balls and All show, and at this stage we're all up in the air. We don't know what we're going to do. We've got to have a bit of a break anyway. It's been over 4 years. We're certainly going to be seeking sponsors. Up till now, as you know, it's kind of been out of our own pocket, doing Balls and All, but that's not what I'm here for. Since we filmed that program the other night, this is actually inserted in after. Sadly, my Nana died. Her name is Laurel Bullen. I'm sure a lot of people up in the Midland area will know her. She was there for many years, ran a shop in Midland. Her and her husband Jeff, who also worked at the old Midland workshops, who passed away many years ago, and Laurel's actually gone to be with him now, and sadly she's passed away since we filmed that program. And I just want to dedicate this program to her memory. She's a wonderful, beautiful woman. She was always my Nana, you bugger, and that deserves a little bit of explanation. She's my stepmother's mother, and when I first met her, I said, "What do I call you?" And she said, "You can call me Nana, you bugger." So for all these years, I've always called her that. So God bless her, and to anyone else who's lost anybody recently, we certainly know about the people from Bali, but also everyone else. Our wishes go out to you. Anyway, all the best, and as I say, we dedicate this program to her, Laurel Bullen, and we'll get back to the show now.
Hi! You may have seen me before from such shows as Balls and All, and I'm back, baby! And I'm here speaking with Buzz Lightyear.
Aldrin, mate. Actually, it's Bidstrup.
What is it?
Bidstrup.
Right. Yeah. We'll say that in English. And
what's your second name, James?
Brown.
Brown.
James Brown, the Godfather song. There you go. It's all good, baby.
Well, I'm actually Buzz Bidstrup from Ganga James.
From Ganga James, the man. Yeah. He's partying well.
Yeah.
Now,
having a nice water or two.
Yeah, well, it is good water. It's quite enjoyable.
Western Australian water. Beautiful Perth water.
Beautiful. But
oh, yeah.
It's all good.
Of course it is.
So, did you have a great time out there rocking tonight, mate?
I had a Wonderful time tonight, thanks, James.
Yeah.
Wonderful time, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how have you guys been touring the last few years?
In a Tarago mainly.
Tarago or what?
No, just the four. Just the four. And occasionally on the airlines.
On the airlines?
Virgin and...
Virgin is a good airline.
Absolutely. And also the other one.
The other one?
Yeah.
Right. So there's no V8 in the Tarago?
No. The V8 wouldn't fit in the Tarago. Got that in the Monaro, but
yeah, baby.
Yeah, we just got the four-cylinder, but that's okay. We don't want to go fast in the Tarago.
So I hear there's a new album out.
There is. It's
out right now, as you see.
Right now, it's called Oceans and Deserts. Have we got a copy of it we can show anyone?
If we can quickly.
No.
They run away.
Yeah, we pretend I'm showing you this.
Here is this
album.
Frickin' album.
And Deserts.
That's huge. Albums and stuff.
And it's called Oceans and Deserts, and you can buy it right now.
$49.95, and you get one free autograph.
$25.
Trying to help you out there, mate.
$25.
Yeah, $25, mate. Yeah, that's great. So how long did it take you to get into producing and doing the new album?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes at least.
I just thought about it. I thought, bugger this, I can do this, and I just did it with Robbie. Yeah.
Because I got to say, my favourite song that you guys do, which probably everyone in the crowd was hoping for, was the old "Out on the Patio." It was going off.
That old thing.
Just pull that old thing out.
Yeah, you know, it's like the old black sleeveless number. You pull it out. It works. It works every time. Yeah, no, it's a lovely song. Oh yeah, we love playing it.
Yeah. So what's in the future for you guys?
Probably more gigs, I'd say. Oh yeah, there'll be a few more gigs. General camaraderie, I think, a solidifying of our partnership and our friendship.
Yes.
Because we've only known each other for 16 years, so once we get to know each other properly,
it'll be okay,
I think we might actually start to make the kind of music that everyone believes we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great Australian band.
Oh yeah.
And keep rocking hard, buddy.
Thanks,
Pleasure
James.
talking to you.
Pleasure.
Buzz Lightyear.
Thanks,
Buzz from Gangajang. Coming at ya. Keep buying that album, people. And we're going to Moose, the big guy behind the camera.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. That's the guy.
Well, it's 4 years production and 3.25 years, balls and all.
Balls and all.
We've produced something like about 300 hours of television.
300,000 hours to be exact.
300, over 300. 3 years, indoor cricket shows, 2 of those. We've done the all kinds of stuff. It's been fantastic. We spoke to all kinds of legends.
Speaking of legends, Jesus Christ, we spoke to quite a few, didn't we? I mean,
Great Australian legends.
I spoke to Greg, not Mike, Greg from the Hoodoo Gurus, and I just spoke to Buzz Lightyear from Gangajang. It's all good, baby.
Bitstrup. Let's get his name right.
Bitstrup. Buzz Lightyear.
And it's been a long...
to me.
Go on. But now I remember why I do this on my own now. It's been great. It's been a long time coming. We've had some highs. We've had some lows. You've been there with us, and that we really appreciate. And we've seen some of the great legends of Australian rock and roll we've had here. We've had recently Angry Anderson. Recently we had Glenn Shorrock. Of course, some of our old favorites, Kevin Bloody Wilson. It was a pleasure to talk to Rolf Harris and John Travolta. But the biggest people, or our biggest fans that we're of, is you, the real everyday people who get involved in everyday activities, and that's what we've tried to highlight here on Balls and All. And as we say, been some highs and some lows. We've still the winners of the National Award for the most community-based...
Damn TV show.
Don't swear. Best community-based show in Australia. We still hold that trophy very highly. We've had some big wins. The Wedge Islands show we did when they were basically going to kick them all out of there. They've now got 6 to 10 years reprieve up there. Who knows if they'll ever get kicked out.
And if you ever get a chance to get there and you know someone who has a shack or anything, you'll understand why they're there. It's really great. It's good fun.
They're everyday West Australians.
People just like you and me. That's scary.
Except maybe even better looking. We don't know.
We don't know that.
It could be.
I don't know.
Big hello to also everyone up at Ellenbrook Speedway, especially the Whittington racing team, and Peter Johns and his family were so fantastic. They, along with some people from Protect Paint and Coates Hire Service, actually resprayed a bus we had.
And made it look goddamn good. I was thinking that drag bus was ready to come out of retirement, actually, Moose.
Fantastic, the drag bus. So anyway, yeah, well, a lot of people we want to say thanks to. You've seen the names scrolling across the bottom.
Thanks to everyone tonight. I mean, for the Bali appeal, it was such a great night. We enjoyed being there. We met so many people of, great singers, great talent, and the people behind the scenes, organised.
See the people behind the scenes here? How you going?
Hey, what a great effort, eh? Tonight's been such a good night, hasn't it, John?
Yes, it's been a good night tonight. And you know, John Wally's been all over the world, and I'm going to tell my big brother here right now, it's been a good night, and it'll always be a good night tonight.
It certainly was, mate. All the best to you. All the best to you. All the best to you guys. Now, well, it's been, as we say, it's come to an end. It's been good. We don't know what's going to happen from here. We may be back sometime. Might pop up somewhere else. You never know what's going on. But we want to thank you, our viewers. As I say, we've had some highs, we've had some lows. Probably the saddest story I think we still covered is the Peter Clark Memorial ride. A young fella out riding his bike gets bowled over by a car, and to this day the guy who killed him hasn't been taken to court. As far as I know, nothing's happened to him, and that's a tragedy. We don't need this kind of stuff here in Western Australia. It's bad enough that the poor buggers that went up to Bali just out having fun suffered, and that's what tonight's about.
Exactly, Miss. But we've had a lot of negatives, but we've had a lot more positives. You know, we've done a lot of fun stuff where you always see us smiling. We always have a great time. You know, we get to do things that we would have never got to do before, and we are average people. You see us on the street and you think, hey, that's a weird guy. But yeah, that was me. And yeah, we love it. So thank you very much for watching the show for the last 4 years.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks very much. And as for the final time, I suppose we're going to say the name of the show is Balls and All. All the best to you. Oh, I got to say thanks to Tony Hasselbecker, who's been there all the way through. He originally came on just to help us out doing a little bit of titling, and of course
the Black Cannon.
A special thank you to Rod Evans, too, who's always been there for us up at Cyril Jackson Senior Campus. Everyone, thanks for watching. We won't catch you next week.
Balls would like to thank the following.